My name's Janice. Today I thought I'd talk a little bit about tasting wine and try and make it simplified. I know sometimes it can be very daunting, especially if you read up on like wine magazines, how to choose wine, and they give everything a rating, and it can be very confusing. There really is 6 simple steps to tasting wine. The first one, which is C, I called it C, like look at the wine, which I'm going to demonstrate right now. We have a Scuppernong wine here, which is a little bit unusual. It's sort of like Muscat. I bought it in North Carolina, and I thought I'd just demonstrate with this today. You want to pour a little bit of wine into the glass. That's more than enough. First thing you want to do is hold the wine up to the light and look at its color. Make sure the wine is clear. Sometimes as the wine is very old, like a Cabernet or a Pinot Noir or something like that, it can get very cloudy with age, and it has to be settled. There's a way of doing that. I'm not going to get into it right now. This wine is perfectly clear, as you can see. It's a light yellow color. So what I'm going to do now is demonstrate the next technique, which I call swirl. You want to put this on a flat surface. I'm not going to do that because you won't be able to see what I'm doing. You want to go ahead and gently swirl the wine, either clockwise or counterclockwise, whichever is easier for you. This releases the volatile scents in the wine and also releases some of the alcohol. It also aerates the wine and allows, like I said, the scents to escape. Next thing you want to do is smell the wine. You're going to put your nose right into that glass and take a big sniff. You're looking for identifiable scents, fruit scents, maybe wood, like an oak. In a Cabernet, you might look for black cherry. This, to me, smells like peaches. And it's a floral scent, almost like a rose scent. The next thing you want to do is sip the wine. Take a little bit into your mouth and just kind of hold it there and see what kind of flavors you get. You want to look for whether the wine feels heavy in your mouth like cream or light like skim milk. You want to look for acid. The acid's going to hit the back of your throat when you swallow. Alcohol, you're going to taste that right away in a high alcohol content wine. This is pretty low alcohol, so it shouldn't be that bad. You're going to look for fruit flavors. You're going to look for acidity. You're going to look for maybe some oak in a Chardonnay. So I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate how to sip. Just take a little bit. You want to jot down your first impressions because you're going to forget what you just tasted. The other thing I just demonstrated was swishing. You want to pretend it's like mouthwash when you're using your mouthwash in the morning. Just kind of swish it around your mouth, hold it there for a minute, and then swallow it. Like I said, if it's acidic, you're going to feel it here. I do feel a little bit of acid in this wine. If it's tannic like a Cabernet, it's going to make your mouth pucker like strong tea. You want to write down your impressions because when you're first learning how to discern flavors in a wine, you're going to want to really try and pinpoint what you're tasting. Go ahead and swirl it one more time. Take another sniff if you have to. The second time around, you may detect things you didn't detect the first time, and take another sip. This definitely reminds me of peaches. Slightly floral, a little bit acidic, very well balanced. That's another thing you want to look for in wine, is the balance of all the flavors. If the only thing that you taste is alcohol, sometimes some winemakers add alcohol to the wine to make it stronger, which I think is a mistake. You're going to look for, first thing, acidity, like I said before, oak, which being Chardonnays are oaked and Cabernets are sometimes oaked, which means the They let them sit in oak barrels for a specific amount of time to age. Some manufacturers add oak chips when they're fermenting, which I think is cheating, but that's beside the point. So go ahead and try some wine. Go ahead and buy what you think you're going to like. Try not to be too judgmental at first. Sometimes it takes a while to really know whether you like something or not. Sometimes wine is better paired with food. This particular wine is sipping wine. A strong red may not taste very good without some kind of food to go with it. So go ahead, try some wine, try the techniques that I just showed, and most of all, have fun with it. Don't let wine snobs like these typical wine magazines sway you. And don't let someone else sway you, because you may taste something completely different than someone else does in a wine. I know this happens to me and my husband all the time. He'll taste something I would have never even considered. But that's perfectly normal. It does happen. Everybody has different tastes. Remember, wine is subjective. Not only the smell, the taste. Temperature can affect how wine tastes. So can if you smoke, if you have a cold. Best not to taste wine if you're sick. It's not going to make you feel very good. So again, try this out and try several wines and have fun with it. Thanks for your time.